that thing that is not a big deal can actually be made a biggest deal, okay, by the person. I can't even imagine someone coming up with this level of lie against another human being. Good intentions don't help. In a country like this, you can be well-meaning, but that your well-meaningness or whatever can land you into trouble. Hi fam, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, thank you so much for clicking to watch this video. I hope it won't be your last time. Intentional favor, please consider joining this family by clicking on the subscribe button. And to all my amazing returning subscribers, I love you guys so much. Thanks for always coming back to watch my videos. So guys, this is just a quick video. As you can see, I'm in my car, it's been pouring and I've been sat in the car doing nothing. And I just felt like having this conversation to make this video to talk to you guys, especially UK immigrants, or in case you are intending to come to the UK. If you live here, you might have heard about false accusations, or you yourself might have been a victim of one. I don't know, but to be honest, recently, for whatever reason, I think false accusations at workplace is actually on the high side. People tell me about it, and of course, even my husband has experienced it. I've experienced it. His colleague at work recently shared one that happened that I was like, what? So I just decided to make this video, to talk to fellow immigrants, so that we can, be more careful and of course share some experiences. To be honest, you might not know, but I want to believe that you might have heard of one or the other. One thing I have found out about this country is that many times your good intentions will not help you. No, that is not saying that you should be bad or anything, but I found out that sometimes you have the best of intentions. One of the reasons for that is cultural difference. So sometimes the way you smile at someone, the person might just misinterpret it to be something else. The way you react, back home for Africans, you find out that most times we live a communal life, we play, we joke, and I've said this severally on my channel that our jokes, they don't understand our jokes the same way that sometimes we don't even understand their jokes. So you might be saying something, you are well-meaning, but that can land you in trouble, and I want to create this awareness. So these are some of the things that are happening, and of course sometimes it comes from the point of racism, but it's not always racism, but sometimes it can be about racism. My own experience, like one I will never forget in my life as a social worker, I can never forget this allegation that someone that a family made, not a family, it was actually the woman in this case that made this accusation against me. Oh my God. Sometimes depending on the cases I'm handling, if I get similar cases to that one, or if I get people that react the way this woman reacts, sometimes, oh my gosh, it gives me like some PTSD, because that accusation is something I could never have imagined in my life. But thankfully, I have a good manager. Of course, my manager just said, this doesn't even look like what a professional would do. And I'm going to tell you some of the things that happen, which is some of the advice I'll be giving you so that you don't fall a victim of maybe issues taking you to case maybe Lado if you're working with children or some of all those stuffs. So it's actually like a visit. Of course, if you know my job, we go on visits a lot. We go out and about, we visit people in their homes, we visit children in their school and all of that. Even recently, I had one accusation from a student, from a child against me. The dad called me and was saying, why will you tell my daughter this? I'm like, I never said that to her. I never did that. So you get this is actually very common. So this particular one that I said I will never forget in my history, or in my life as a social worker, is actually an allegation that was made against me. The allegation in a nutshell is just said that this woman said that I was pinning her in her kitchen. I was just like, that was the word, spinning her, that I was dragging something with her, and as I was dragging it, I was just pushing, and she was spinning around her kitchen, and I was spinning and dragging her and all of that. I'm like, me? When? How? When did this happen? And stuff like that. So that was the height of it for me. Like, I can't even imagine someone coming up with this level of lie against another human being. How can you say that I did that to you? This woman has a medical condition, mind you, has a medical condition that if what she said is actually true, oh my gosh, I don't even see, she would have collapsed and would have had to call 999. But you can imagine how silly it sounds that a professional like me will go and be doing such a thing. But then actually some things happened, okay, and of course when I came out of that visit, I knew that she was not happy with me. All I did was that the following day, it was a kind of late visit, the following day I went straight to my manager. I told my manager, look what happened in this visit, see what happened, look this and that. And of course I just shared everything. Of course I didn't drag her, I didn't spin her in her kitchen, I didn't do. She even said that the children heard us, that it was so loud that I was screaming on her, the kids had to come downstairs. To be honest, sometimes, you work with some people that when you be like, are you okay? How can you say such a thing? So I told my manager what happened, but like I said, when I was leaving that visit, I knew that she was not happy with me. Yeah, as so many people are not happy with social workers anyways, but I don't have anything against her. I was only doing my job. So I told my manager about it, and of course that's noted. And then the next minute or the following day, she kept ringing. She actually raised an official complaint against me. Yeah, it was an official complaint. They were dealing with it. They contacted my manager. They had to do all the paperwork and everything. One of the things that saved me is the fact that I already told my manager about this. I said, look at what happened in this visit. Of course, the truth, what actually happened before she came up with all these lies. Okay, and of course, it might interest you to know that part of the things that happen is like I made a mistake. Okay, I made a mistake and I had to tell my manager, look at what I did, I shouldn't have done. It has nothing to do with to her. It was just a little mistake I made by giving her a wrong information. Yeah, so the mistake is about giving her a wrong information, not anything about action, dragging her or doing anything. I just gave her a wrong information. I had to go and report this to my manager, and of course we looked at it. That wasn't data breach because I discussed everything that happened with my manager, and of course it wasn't data breach. So when she came up with her own version of the story, with all the concussion and all the orishirishi she added into the whole story, it was an official complaint. My manager was told that this complaint has been raised against a member of your team, that's me. And of course my manager, she already knew, we already discussed it, we went through it again as part of the official process for complaint and all of that. My manager, when she heard that, was like that cannot even be true. I was panicking, especially when you hear that, oh, a complaint is against you, this and that. I was already freaking out, but my manager gave me that reassurance. She said, I don't see why you should be panicking. That doesn't sound true to me, okay? She just said, welcome to social work. You've not even seen anything, okay? And she just told me that you shouldn't worry, of course. And, the good thing is that if she says anything, the partner was there. And, of course, he can testify that that never happened. The children can testify that that never happened. But this kind of raised my awareness about how people can actually, cook up story against you. And for me, she presented to me as a racist. I've always had that energy whenever I go to her. She doesn't like me as a person and all of that. And so it can happen. Yeah, but like I said, one lesson you can learn from this story is the fact that sometimes some of these accusations, something must have happened. The only thing is that they would just add some maggi, pepper, and all of that, some spices into it to make it sound worse. The best thing for you to do is that if you had any contact with anybody, be it a service user, be it a colleague, or anything that you think that kind of didn't go so well. Like I said, that one, I admitted to making a mistake by giving a wrong information. But that doesn't mean that that's the end. Of course, everyone makes mistake. If you make a mistake, no matter how little you think it is, I think you should actually go and report yourself. And that's one mistake that some people make, especially immigrants. Yeah, something happens, you just sweep it under the rug. You just feel like it's not a big deal. See, that thing that is not a big deal can actually be made a biggest deal, okay, by the person. But I think you will have your back, you will cover your back more, and you will be safer if you had actually reported it before the person adds all the maggi and salt and sugar in it to make it worse. Yeah, so accusations happen. My husband, like I said, has experienced it at workplace. I'm still going to share some of things about teaching in the UK from his experience and his colleagues and all the people that he's meeting there. A lot has actually happened, and sometimes I feel like people need to know this. Even sometimes it might not even be about maybe the people you are working with. Say you are working with old people, like you are a carer. Sometimes it can be your colleague. Like this, my husband's colleague was a colleague of his that actually came up and made this allegation against him, and is sexual in nature. The thing, like, it's some things that you hear, you'll be driven crazy, like, what, me? When did I do this? When did I do that? So sometimes you just have to be careful. So regarding that one, because that one is about, oh, he actually looked at me in a certain way, and the way he touches me, the way he approaches me when I talk to him, it makes me uncomfortable. See, these people, sometimes they are so good at, magnifying stuffs and using the word uncomfortable. It was uncomfortable for me. Some of them will say some things like, it's affecting my mental health. It gives me flashbacks. It does this one to me. It does this one to you. Guys, let's be careful, especially around some of your colleagues. Don't be overly too nice. I know this might sound crazy, but sometimes like I said earlier, our good intentions, we have the best of intentions. We are well-meaning, but it doesn't help. As Nigerians, we say, we help. Your good intentions, it doesn't help anyone here. They don't even appreciate it. You can even tell, like, sometimes when you want to greet them, they give you this 3-second smile. Morning, hello, and that's it. They will just smile at you just to say that hello, and they are back to their normal self. So it's us that we sometimes just, oh, how are you? Good. 10 minutes later, you are still smiling. They don't. They are not like that, okay? So I think sometimes, like I said, it's just so painful, especially when you have the best of intentions, when you have good intentions. But I've found out that many times good intentions don't help. In a country like this, you can be well-meaning, but that your well-meaningness or whatever can land you into trouble. And you have to be careful about this. Watch your back, okay? Sometimes you think that people are with you, you guys are smiling, you are colleagues. If they go behind you and they backstab you, oh my gosh. If they backstab you, it has happened to me. I have so many of my friends that I know, even while we were in the uni then, people that were working, they will tell you how a colleague suddenly turned around. You will think both of you are smiling. You think you are paddies. Far, far, far away from it. Be as professional as you can be. I remember before the first experience I had many years ago as a student happened to me, my friend has been warning me. She tells me, be careful with these people. Of course, she has had her own fair share because she's been here for many years. So she knows, and she was warning me. But sometimes I just feel like, in my mind, I'll be like, it's her personality, because she can be reserved. I'm like, we are not the same. We are not the same. I can't be you. Why you, but few times, not once, when it happened, I got to realize what she was telling me. I should be careful that when they smile at you, the way she was always saying it, you think that they are smiling at you, try and focus on your work. She was even advising me then, never discuss your life, your personal life with your work colleagues. As silly as that sounds, because from where we are coming from in Nigeria, sometimes you just find out that you have colleagues at work who are your friends and all of that. See, she was telling me, don't do this. The day they will use it against you, the day they will do this, the day they will do that, you will realize it. She was warning me then. I can't forget. But then, the kind of person I am, I just feel like I can't be judging people. No, now they are nice to me. Why should I have that mindset about them? And then until it hits me, until it happened to me, until they did it to me, I was so shy or ashamed to go back to her, but I had to, because I needed to talk to someone. All she said to me was like, Summer, I told you, these people, this and that. And you might be watching this video now. Let me just say this now, maybe like a disclaimer. Everybody is not the same. I'm not saying that you won't meet nice colleagues at work, but I think it's better to be safe than to be sorry. I'm not saying that this is how it is with everybody, that everybody will experience this, but it's about you being careful, okay? That my friend told me and it later happened to me doesn't mean that it's a must that, as I'm telling you now, it will happen to you, but it's better to be safe than to be sorry. It will take nothing away from you. Be professional in your relationship with your colleagues at work. Be very, very careful. Honestly, I can't talk about this more, but that's the message I want to pass across to you guys in this video. You have to be very careful. Watch your back. Don't go out there and be making friends with your colleagues, telling them about your personal life, doing all of this. The day it will come back at you, probably you remember, but I hope that doesn't happen to you. The main thing is this: from this video, you might feel it doesn't apply to you. This video is not for everybody. Yeah, maybe I should have said this earlier. It's not for everybody. Not everybody will agree to it, but I know that it will save people, it will help people, and that's why I'm making this video. Not in any way saying that the like citizens of this country are bad or anything. I appreciate the diversity. They can't be us, we can't be them. That's how they are sometimes, and we just need to create that level ground. You just need to accept yourself first. Don't force relationships, don't force friendship because you want to have an Oyibo friend, because that was one of the things that actually happened to me. Don't force it. It's not a must. It must not be your friend. You must not be good to you. They must not be nice to you. But the message is be careful. And don't forget, if you have anything that happened, don't call it a small mistake. Don't sweep it under the rug. Take it on board. Go to your manager and report yourself. Narrate it how it happened before the maggi and salt will be added into it by another person, and that will land you in trouble. And I want to believe that this video was helpful to you. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, please. That way YouTube will recommend this video to many people. Subscribe to the channel if you have not. I would like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Have you been falsely accused in this country? Has anything like this happened to you? What do you think about all I've said in this video? I'd like to read your thoughts, and I'll be seeing you guys in my next one. And don't forget to share this video with as many people that you think might need it. And until I come your way next time, stay blessed, remain intentional, and take good care of yourself. Bye.